Hindi, or more precisely modern Standard Hindi, is a standardized and Sanskritised register of the Hindustani language. Hindustani is the native language of most people living in Delhi, Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Chhattisgarh, Himachal Pradesh, Chandigarh, Bihar, Jharkhand, Madhya Pradesh, Haryana, and Rajasthan. Modern Standard Hindi is one of the official languages of India. Hindi is the fourth most widely spoken language in the world, but this includes not only Hindu speakers of Hindustani, but also people who identify as native speakers of related languages who consider their speech to be a dialect of Hindi, the Hindi belt. In the 2001 Indian census, 258 million people in India reported Hindi to be their native language. As of 2009, the best figure Ethnologue could find for speakers of actual Hindustani Hindi was 180 million in 1991. Official status: the Indian Constitution, adopted in 1950, declares Hindi shall be written in the Devanagari script and will be the official language of the federal government of India. However, English continues to be used as an official language along with Hindi. Hindi is also enumerated as one of the 22 languages of the 8th schedule of the Constitution of India, which entitles it to representation on the Official Language Commission. The Constitution of India has effectively instituted the usage of Hindi and English as the two languages of communication for the Union government. Most government documentation is prepared in three languages: English, Hindi, and the primary official language of the local state, if it is not Hindi or English. Article 351 of the Indian Constitution stipulates that Hindi language shall be enriched by drawing for its vocabulary primarily from Sanskrit and secondarily from other languages. The trend is different in Hindi cinema, where more and more English, Persian, Turkish and Arabic vocabulary is preferred. Article 344 stipulates that official language commissions shall be constituted every 10 years to recommend steps for progressive use of Hindi language and imposing restrictions on the use of the English language. In practice, the official language commissions are constantly endeavoring to promote Hindi but not imposing restrictions on English in official use. It was envisioned that Hindi would become the sole working language of the Union government by 1965 and Article 351. With state governments being free to function in the language of their own choice. However, widespread resistance to the imposition of Hindi on non-native speakers, especially in South India, Maharashtra, and West Bengal, led to the passage of the Official Languages Act of 1963, which provided for the continued use of English indefinitely for all official purposes. Although the constitutional directive for the Union government to encourage the spread of Hindi was retained and has strongly influenced its policies. At the state level, Hindi is the official language of the following states: Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Jharkhand, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, and Uttarakhand. Each may also designate a co-official language. In Uttar Pradesh, for instance, depending on the political formation in power, this language is generally Urdu. Similarly, Hindi is accorded the status of official language in the following Union territories: Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Chandigarh, Dadra and Nagar Haveli, Daman and Diu, National Capital Territory. National language status for Hindi is a long-debated theme. An Indian court clarified that Hindi is not the national language of India because the constitution does not mention it as such. Outside of Asia, Hindi is also an official language in Fiji. The constitution of Fiji states three official languages, namely English, Fijian, and Hindi. The dialect of Hindi spoken there is known as Fiji Bhat or Fiji Hindi. History. The dialect upon which Standard Hindi is based is Karabalai, the vernacular of Delhi and the surrounding western Uttar Pradesh and southern Uttarakhand region. This dialect acquired linguistic prestige in the Mughal Empire and became known as Urdu, the language of the court. In the late 19th century, the movement standardizing a written language from Karabalai, for the Indian masses in North India, started to standardize Hindi as a separate language from Urdu, which was learnt by the elite. In 1881 Bihar accepted Hindi as its sole official language, replacing Urdu, and thus became the first state of India to adopt Hindi. After independence, the Government of India instituted the following conventions: standardization of grammar. In 1954, the Government of India set up a committee to prepare a grammar of Hindi. The committee's report was released in 1958 as a basic grammar of modern Hindi, standardization of the orthography, using the Devanagari script, by the Central Hindi Directorate of the Ministry of Education and Culture to bring about uniformity in writing, to improve the shape of some Devanagari characters, and introducing diacritics to express sounds from other languages. The Constituent Assembly adopted Hindi as the official language of the Union on September 14, 1949. Hence, it is celebrated as Hindi Day. Comparison with modern Standard Urdu. Linguistically, Hindi and Urdu are the same language. Hindi is written in the Devanagari script and uses more Sanskrit words, whereas Urdu is written in the Persian script and uses more Persian words. Script. Hindi is mainly written in Devanagari script, also called Nagari. Devanagari consists of 11 vowels and 33 consonants, and is written from left to right. Sanskrit vocabulary. Formal Standard Hindi draws much of its academic vocabulary from Sanskrit. Standard Hindi loans words are divided into 5 principal categories. Totsam words, these are words which are spelt the same in Hindi as in Sanskrit. They include words inherited from Sanskrit via Prakrit which have survived without modification, as well as forms borrowed directly from Sanskrit in more modern times. Pronunciation, however, conforms to Hindi norms and may differ from that of classical Sanskrit. Amongst nouns, the Totsam word could be the Sanskrit uninflected word stem, or it could be the nominative singular form in the Sanskrit nominal declension. Ardha Totsam words, such words have typically undergone sound changes subsequent to being borrowed. Tidbit words, these are words that are spelt differently from in Sanskrit but are derivable from a Sanskrit prototype by phonological rules. Deshaj words, these are words that were not borrowings but do not derive from attested Indo-Aryan words either. Belonging to this category are onomatopoetic or poetic words. Videsha words, these include all words borrowed from sources other than Indo-Aryan. The most frequent sources of borrowing in this category have been Persian, Arabic, Portuguese and English. The Hindi standard, from which much of the Persian, Arabic and English vocabulary has been purged and replaced by Totsam words, is called Shuddha Hindi, and is viewed as a more prestigious dialect over other more colloquial forms of Hindi. Similarly, Urdu treats its own vocabulary, borrowed directly from Persian and Arabic, as a separate category for morphological purposes. Excessive use of Totsam words creates problems for native speakers. They may have Sanskrit consonant clusters which do not exist in native Hindi. The educated middle class of India may be able to pronounce such words, but others have difficulty. Persian and Arabic vocabulary given authentic pronunciations cause similar difficulty. Literature. Hindi literature is broadly divided into 4 prominent forms or styles, being Bhakti, Shringa, Vergatha, and Adhunik. Medieval Hindi literature is marked by the influence of Bhakti movement and the composition of long, epic poems. It was primarily written in other varieties of Hindi, particularly Awadhi and Braj Bhasha, but also in Karabalai. During the British Raj, Hindustani became the prestige dialect. Hindustani with heavily Sanskritized vocabulary or Sartik Hindi was popularized by the writings of Swami Dayananda Saraswati, Bhatandu Harish Chandra and others. The rising numbers of newspapers and magazines made Hindustani popular with the educated people. Chandrakanta, written by Devaki Nandan Khatri, is considered the first authentic work of prose in modern Hindi. The person who brought realism in the Hindi prose literature was Munshi Premchand, who is considered as the most revered figure in the world of Hindi fiction and progressive movement. The Dwivedi Yug in Hindi literature lasted from 1900 to 1918. It is named after Mahavaprasad Dwivedi, who played a major role in establishing the modern Hindi language in poetry and broadening the acceptable subjects of Hindi poetry from the traditional ones of religion and romantic love. In the 20th century, Hindi literature saw a romantic upsurge. This is known as Chayavad and the literary figures belonging to this school are known as Chayavardi. Jashankar Prasad, Suryakantrapathy Nirala, Mahadevi Varma and Sumitranandan Pant, are the four major Chayavardi poets. Uttaradhunik is the postmodernist period of Hindi literature, marked by a questioning of early trends that copied the West as well as the excessive ornamentation of the Chayavardi movement, and by a return to simple language and natural themes. Internet. Hindi has a presence on the Internet, but due to lack of standard encoding, search engines cannot be used to locate text. Hindi is one of the 7 languages of India that can be used to make web addresses. URLs. Hindi has also impacted the language of technology, with words such as avatar used in computer sciences, artificial intelligence and even robotics. Sample text. The following is a sample text in High Hindi, of the Article 1 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, Hindi, a currency a yen a currency sha yen a currency a yen a 1 a euro a yen euro a yen a yen a yen a currency a yen a currency. A yen a currency a currency a currency a yen a currency a yen a yen a yen a currency o a yen currency o a yen a yen a currency a yen a yen a currency a for a currency a yen a currency a yen a currency a currency a yen a currency a yen euro a yen a yen a yen a currency a yen a currency a yen a currency a currency sha a yen a currency a yen a yen a currency a currency sha a currency a for. Transliteration: Anukt 1 a euro sabab manua to the first pound ya micron ko goravaratika ra micron k mam lemar 1/2 John majati svotantrata osama nta pra pt high. And ha 1/2 Buddhai or Antarat Markadan pra pt high operaspar on ha 1/2 Bakar Rike Bavise Bata V Kana Ka high. Transcription: unregistered trademark Nesht Florin degree EADAKA euro say unregistered trademark B plus or minus EAMI unregistered trademark Nesht Florin jar micron co degree Celsius 3/4 unregistered trademark EERE unregistered trademark D plus or minus EKE 3/4 a micron key mainly ma 1/2 EDOE unregistered trademark NME unregistered trademark DAOTCA unregistered trademark T unregistered trademark NTI 3/4 unregistered trademark TE pay 3/4 FDE. Eschen plus or minus a 1/2 Besdi plus or minus EEE 3/4 unregistered trademark NTI unregistered trademark E 3/4 ET make EDAN pay 3/4 FDE E 3/4 pay unregistered trademark E 3/4 unregistered trademark SPA unregistered trademark E 3/4 Eschen plus or minus a 1/2 EB plus or minus EATE Florin E 3/4 EAKE B plus or minus EECB unregistered trademark E 3/4 TEK. Unregistered trademark E 3/4 NE unregistered trademark TE Florin EA. Gloss, Article 1 a euro all human beings to dignity and rights matter in from birth freedom and equality acquired is. Them to reason and conscience is endowment acquired is and always them to brotherhood spirit with behavior to do should. Translation: Article 1 a euro all human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights. They are endowed with reason and conscience and should act towards one another in a spirit of brotherhood. See also, Hindustani, Anti-Hindi agitations of Tamil Nadu, list of Sanskrit and Persian roots in Hindi, languages of India and languages with official status in India, list of languages by number of native speakers in India, the list of Hindi words at Wiktionary, the Free Dictionary, list of English words of Hindi or Urdu origin, references, notes. Bibliography, Baisha, Tej Colloquial Hindi, The Complete Course for Beginners. London, UK and New York, Routledge, 1996. ISBN 0-415-11087-4, 0415110882, 0415110890, Grierson, SGA Linguistic Survey of India Vol. I 11, Calcutta, 1928, ISBN 81-85395-27-6, McGregor, R.S., Outline of Hindi Grammar, 2nd ed., Oxford University Press, Oxford, Delhi, ISBN 0-19-870008-3, Massacre, Colin, The Indo-Aryan Languages, Cambridge, Cambridge University Press, ISBN A. 978-0-521-29944-2A. Oala, Manjari, Hindi, in International Phonetic Association, Handbook of the International Phonetic Association, A Guide to the Use of the International Phonetic Alphabet, Cambridge University Press, ppA 100-103, ISBN A978-0-521-63751-0A. Sidana, Rashmi, English Heart, Hindi Heartland, The Political Life of Literature in India, University of California Press, ISBN A9780520269576A. Shapiro, Michael C., Hindi, in Gary, Jane. Rubino, Carl, An Encyclopedia of the World's Major Languages, Past and Present, New England Publishing Associates, ppA 305-309A. Shapiro, Michael C., Hindi, in Cardona, George. Jane, Danish, The Indo-Aryan Languages, Routledge, ppA 250-285. ISBN A978-0-415-77294-5A. Snell, Rupert. Waitman, Simon, Teach Yourself Hindi, McGraw-Hill, ISBN A978-0-07-142012-9A. Taj, Afraz Door into Hindi. Retrieved November 8, 2005. Tiwari, Palanath Aaanan Euro AAAA, Kittel Pustaka, Allahabad, ISBN 81-225-0017-X. Dictionaries, John Thompson Platts, A Dictionary of Urdu, Classical Hindi, and English, London, H. Milford, PA 1259, retrieved 2011-07-06 at Oxford University, Academic Room Hindi Dictionary mobile app developed in the Harvard Innovation Lab, McGregor, R.S., Oxford India Euro-English Dictionary, Oxford University Press, USAWA. Further reading, Baescher, Tej Ka History of the Hindi Grammatical Tradition. Leiden, Netherlands and New York, New York, E. J. Brill, 1987. ISBN 90-04-07924-6, Sidana, Rashmi, Managing Hindi, The Caravan. April 2012. External links, Hindi at DMOZ, The Union, Official Language, Official Unicode Chart for Devanagari, USA Foreign Service Institute Hindi Basic Course.